This week in Everyday Church, we're talking about everyday mission. And I think when I hear everyday mission, when I hear the word mission, oftentimes I think of the word missionary. And I think for many of us, when we hear the word missionary, it conjures up ideas of something that they do over there, as opposed to something that we do right here, right where we live. And yet when I read Peter's letter, he says, "But you are a chosen race, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, a people for God's own possession, that you may proclaim the praises of him who called you out of darkness into his marvelous light." And when I look at that verse and begin to break it down, he said, first he says you. And the you there is not so much you individually as much as it is second person plural, you as the people of God. And he says, you're a certain kind of people. You're a representative people. He said, you're a chosen race, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, a people for God's own possession. And then this representative people that we are, we have a responsibility. He said, not just show up at church, look nice, sing some songs, listen to a message, but we as a people have a responsibility to proclaim the praises of him who called us out of darkness into his marvelous light. And I hear that, I think, okay, how do I do that? And he actually makes a tie between our conduct and our proclamation, so as much to say that how we conduct our lives is in itself proclaiming the gospel of Jesus to other people. And I find that pretty interesting. Verse 12, he said, live such good lives, or ESV, I think, says, let your conduct be such a way that people see it and they recognize there's something different going on there. And so I'm listening to that, and I'm asking myself the question, the old YBH question. Yes, I hear you, but how do I go about doing that? And I've come to realize that what God's saying there is he's not necessarily saying, here, let me throw a bunch more stuff on your plate for you to do, as much as I think what God is saying is, take what you are doing. Tommy, you're driving on the road right now. Take what you are doing and see how God might want to redeem that as a means by which he's going to draw someone to himself. So you're going to coach your son or your daughter's soccer team. Think about being on mission with God there at that time. Or you're going to go hang out with some friends. Or maybe you're going to go to the gym. Or you're just taking a walk around the neighborhood. God, how do you want to redeem this time to advance the cause of Jesus through the proclamation of the gospel through my life, both through my words and through my actions? So this week, as you start your questions, the first question talks about what's the church and what's our responsibility as the church. But I want you to think even before that about this. We live in Boca Raton, many of us anyway, and full of gated communities. People go into the community, they pull into their garage, they close the garage door, lock the house. There's no interaction. So how do we live every day on mission in the gated community land of Boca Raton? Think about that, because that's a tough one. And then what might that look like for us as the people of God? And then after that, jump into the other questions.